We plan to travel the Scioto River from Columbus to Kentucky, where the Scioto meets the Ohio River, separating Portsmouth and Fullerton, Kentucky. Before the trip, we tried to do some research on what to expect on this journey, and we were unable to find out as much information as we had hoped for. We decided to put this video together after the fact in an effort to provide a little more insight to those that might consider this specific trip or any leg in between. The journey from Columbus to the Ohio River took us 3.5 days. We started Thursday, August 23rd at about 7:30 a.m. and made it to the Ohio River on Sunday, August 26th at about 2:30 p.m. We started our trip just south of downtown Columbus, right at the Greenlawn Avenue Bridge. We chose this spot in particular because this is where the last spillway of the Scioto is located, just after the Whittier Park boat launch. We would have liked to gone a little further north, but there was no convenient way to get past this particular spillway. It was also the only spot where we found access from the west side of the bridge, where we could both unload and carry our equipment down into the water. Once we got our equipment down, the water was smooth and shallow, making our launch a little easier. This is where our journey began. We took a break about every 2.5 to 3 hours, just to check our equipment, grab a quick snack, and to rehydrate before getting back out on the water. Our first day took us from our launch point in South Columbus to a little island outside of Westfall, about 35 miles south of our starting point.
Tyler, how you feeling? Dude, I know. All right, day 2, breakfast. Nothing but the best for these guys. Got the Mountain House breakfast skillet with the Starbucks pour over with some Vietnamese weasel coffee straight from Vietnam. Getting ready to head out. Here we go.
Our day 2 travel took us from our island at Westfall to a planned camp stop on an island just outside of Dead Man Crossing. However, after reaching the island, we found it not to be an ideal spot for camping due to thick brush and extremely large rock base. The decision was made to paddle further down the river in search of another spot, even though it was getting close to our daylight cutoff time. We ultimately landed on another island just outside of Rittenhours. Our day 3 journey took us from our island at Rittenhours to just outside of Lucasville.
Alright, end of day 3. It's a pretty long day. Fought a lot of heavy winds and rain, but we found a place to call home for tonight.
And we made it to Kentucky, 131 miles. We have to cross the Ohio to actually make it official, but we did it.